Arvoisat valmistuvat, arvoisa tiedekunta, hyvät perheet ja ystävät. Haluan ensiksi esittää teille kaikille lämpimimmät onnitteluni. Tänään päätätte opintonne yhdessä Euroopan ja itse asiassa koko maailman arvostetuimmista oppilaitoksista. Tämä ei ole mikä tahansa saavutus. Se on vuosien kurinalaisuuden, uhrausten, uteliaisuuden ja horjumattoman omistautumisenne tulosta. Teillä on täysi syy tuntea syvää ylpeyttä siitä, mitä olette saavuttaneet. Today, as I stand before you, I have chosen to wear the regalia I earned after completing my doctoral degree at the University of California, Berkeley. I have not worn these garments since my graduation in 2012, but I felt that the occasion merited them. They remind me of the journey that began in my early teens, a journey that would have been impossible without the education I received at the Sibelius Academy, and without the mentors who guided me long before I ever imagined I would set foot in Finland. I grew up in Lima, Peru. I started playing the piano at around 5 years old, mostly because my sister was taking lessons and I kept interrupting hers. Eventually, my mother decided I needed lessons of my own, but it was not until I was 11 when I heard a Bach invention that music truly opened up to me. I began teaching myself to read scores, abandoning the number-based method I had learned earlier. Deciphering Bach's inventions led me to Mozart, Beethoven, Stravinsky, and eventually to a lifelong dedication to music. When I was 16, the Philharmonic Orchestra of Lima, founded by my dear friend and mentor, Miguel Harthedoya, began rehearsing in the auditorium of my music school. I became the assistant librarian, distributing scores, moving chairs, delivering flowers, essentially whatever was needed. I also worked for a production company staging Broadway musicals, and I taught in a high school where I arranged music for students. These experiences gave me a broad understanding of the musical world, from backstage practicalities to the complexities of performance. But perhaps the most transformative influence was my first composition teacher, Peruvian composer Enrique Iturriaga, who passed away in 2019, only months before his 102nd birthday. His deep erudition, his stories of meeting Honegger, Stravinsky, Copland, and his philosophical approach to composition shaped generations of Peruvian musicians. He taught me that rules are not to be obeyed blindly, but understood from multiple perspectives. He believed even a contrapuntal exercise could be a work of art. Through him, I learned that knowledge itself is not the goal. What you do with the knowledge is what defines you. Coming from Peru, a country not widely known for classical music, I had so much to learn. When I arrived in Finland, composer Paavo Heininen told me that the music library would become the most important place for me. He was right. I spent countless hours listening and studying, absorbing everything. And Finland, in turn, shaped me through its culture, its language, its landscapes, and its silence. In this country, silence is not the absence of sound, it is a kind of music itself, a space where ideas take shape. My encounter with the Kalevala has even inspired works of my own, such as Aino. The analytical way of thinking here, Sibelius' sense of form, and the commitment to research by modern Finnish composers has influenced my writing profoundly. I carry Finland with me. My sister still lives in Lahti, and I continue to collaborate with Finnish musicians, Anna-Maria Helsing, Esa-Pekka Salonen, Klaus Mäkelä, Pekka Kuusisto, and many others. And I have made lasting friendships, some forged here, others born in foreign places, but all united by our love for Finland. This is why the recognition that Sibelius Academy has given me this year is so meaningful. By selecting me an international student who arrived 25 years ago, you send a powerful message. You show that Finland is open, welcoming, and willing to embrace foreign voices. You demonstrate that excellence is not limited by nationality and that the prestige of this institution extends far beyond Europe. I hope this inspires students from around the world to apply to the Sibelius Academy, to trust that they will be welcomed, nurtured, and educated, and that their work will be respected wherever they go. Now, graduates, this moment marks the end of your formal studies, but not the end of your learning. That never stops. Humility is essential. You should be proud of what you have achieved, of course, but pride must walk hand in hand with humility. Knowledge can educate you, but it does not make you superior to anyone. Stay curious, stay humble, and remain open to growth. The friendships you have made here will stay with you. Hold them close. These relationships will support you in ways you cannot envision. As you walk out into the world, you carry the name of the Sibelius Academy, an institution known everywhere for its excellence. With that prestige comes responsibility. Use the knowledge you have gained to do good. Represent this institution with integrity and generosity. Some of you will continue your studies, perhaps pursuing doctoral or postdoctoral degrees. Others will step directly into professional life. Both paths bring uncertainty. The period after graduation can be challenging. The rhythm of student life ends, and stepping into the real world brings a period of self-search and adjustment. This is normal. All of us go through it. At some point, each of you will teach, even those who do not pursue academia. Teaching is an art. Do not teach simply because it seems like the practical thing to do. Teach because you love to share what you know. Your students will feel the difference. I consider myself lucky for having come across 4 incredible composition teachers in my life. Enrique Iturriaga in Peru, Veli-Matti Puumola and Eero Hämeenniemi in Finland, and Edmund Campion in California. Their example continues to inspire me to this day. Be true to yourself artistically. Do not write or play for competitions. Do not mold yourself to fit categories. Be your own category. Only by embracing who you truly are can you achieve genuine success. Take the initiative. When I graduated from the Sibelius Academy, I wanted to hear my orchestral works in a real concert setting. Professional orchestras were not yet ready to take the leap with me, so together with friends, we founded an association named Beat, and through it, we organized our own concert. We gathered a 74-piece orchestra, found a venue, invited the press, and recorded the whole concert. Those recordings became essential for my future opportunities. So, when young composers ask me how to begin, I tell them, do not wait for others to reach out to you. Create the opportunity yourself. Build your own stage. Your initiative will open doors that you do not yet see. You will also face failure, and that is not only normal but necessary. Failure happens in your studies, in your career, and in life. It helps you grow. It puts your weaknesses in evidence, and it strengthens your resilience. We often imagine that others succeed effortlessly while we struggle, but everyone has their own battles, their own disappointments, and their own doubts. The grass always looks greener on the other side, but comparing yourself to others is unhealthy and unproductive. Your path is your own. What matters is not the fall, but how you rise after it. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of success. And remember, life can take surprising turns. Even after completing your studies here, you may find yourself doing something completely different from what you trained for. That is perfectly all right. Adaptability is not a sign of failure, it is a sign of strength. Everything you have learned, the discipline, the work ethic, the love for music, will accompany you in whatever path you choose. To those who remain in the field for life, consider yourselves fortunate, because not everyone can make that choice or sustain it. Making a living as a musician is challenging everywhere, yet whatever role you take, performer, creator, educator, administrator, or researcher, your influence can be vast. Younger generations will look up to you. Your moment to shine will come. Until then, continue nurturing your knowledge and remain humble and focused. Graduates, today you close one chapter and open another. Whatever your path, move forward with courage. Trust your instincts, honor your teachers, cherish your friendships, and carry with pride the legacy of the Sibelius Academy. Valmistuvat, tänään suljette yhden luvun ja avatte toisen. Mikä tahansa polkune onkin, kulkekaa sitä rohkeasti. Luottakaa vaistoihinne. Kunnioittakaa opettajanne. Vaalikaa ystävyksiänne ja kantakaa ylpeydellä Sibelius Academian perintöä. Congratulations to each and every one of you. Lämpimät onnitteluni teistä jokaiselle. Thank you. Kiitos.